Welcome to Market Recap Live. I'm your host, Joseph Martin, and I have an awesome show for you guys tonight. We are taking a look at ticker FIVE. You might know them better as Five Below. Five Below was founded in 2002 by David Schlesinger and Tom Velios, who previously founded Zany Brainy, with the first store opening in Wayne, Pennsylvania. Now, they are a leading high-growth value retailer offering trend-right products for tweens and teens in the consumer discretionary space, and they are not listed in the S&P 500 index. Five Below primary competitors are Dollar Tree, Dollar General, and Target. So today, we are going to review Five Below earnings and take a look at their website. But before we do that, let's do a roll call and check our stream poll. We are streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. Let's get this chat going and tell us where you're tuning in from. Put a YT in the chat if you're tuning in from YouTube, and put an FB in the chat if you're tuning in from Facebook. We are building a community over here for people who want to take control of their financial situation by learning how to unlock the wealth building power of the stock market. And we are streaming Monday through Friday following trading sessions at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The U.S. stock market regular trading hours are 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's a link for the New York Stock Exchange calendar down in the description. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to these earnings. Five Below, ticker symbol FIVE, the 11.83 billion consumer discretionary leader, reported its fourth quarter 2025 earnings March 18th, 2026. Five is listed in the specialty retail industry inside the consumer discretionary sector. They had a 52-week high of $229.33 and a 52-week low of $52.38, which is a trading range of $176.95, and closed today at $212.47. Five Below earnings report beat on the top line and beat on the bottom line, as record holiday traffic and the expansion of the Five Beyond section drove beyond significant growth. They reported revenue of $1.73 billion, which was higher than the market expectations of $1.7 billion. Their EPS were higher than the analyst and market expectations of $3.96, when they reported an adjusted EPS of $4.31. Five Below reported a GAAP net income of $238.4 million, which was higher than the $202.2 million net income they reported this same quarter last year, which is an increase of 17.9%. So for the fourth quarter fiscal quarter of 2024, their net profit was approximately 15.18% lower than it is compared to now a year later. Five Below's 52-week high of $229.33 took place on January 2026. And today, the stock reached a daily high of $215.14. The stock is currently consolidating near all-time highs as the market weighs strong guidance against potential future tariff impacts. This represents a decline of 7.35% over a span of approximately 2 months. So if someone invested $1,000 at that 52-week high, they would currently be seeing a loss of $73.50. The earnings were released after market close, followed by a 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time conference call. Management raised 2026 full-year guidance, projecting 20% store growth and noting that higher income households are increasingly shopping their value tier products. Okay, website and links. Now let's look at a couple of things on their website. Let's go check their website out. Let's zoom in. There we go. So we are looking for our company or about the company and investors relations after we browse through this homepage on this website. You know Easter coming, don't you? They got more Easter stuff than a little bit. New and now. And remember, links for these websites are down in the description so you can review them at your own leisure. If I'm going too fast or if it's something you're interested in, you want to check out on your own time. All right, lamps. I don't know why this right here is standing out to me. I know we looked at Dollar Tree recently. I wonder if they had this because that looked similar to something we seen on another website recently. All right, let me take me off the screen so we can see. So in the About Us section, and I don't have the cursor on, so let me fix that really quick. Today was one of them days, guys, and I actually got most of this stuff set up, and it's just what is weather. I don't know what it is, but we gonna get through it. So our company, under the About Us section, let's find out more about Five Below from right here. Five Below company information. Cool stuff. $1 to $5 and beyond. Five Below. Let go and have fun. That's what we're all about. Cold as it is out here in Michigan. Anybody with the water guns right now? Have you done that lately? Once upon a time, Five Below means you can always say yes to the trendiest, coolest, high quality stuff that you just gotta have. We're hiring now. Build your career with us. All about community, being a positive influence by giving back. Five Below is a unique investment opportunity. This is interesting. I haven't seen these websites mention the investment opportunities in the About section, I don't think. Okay, so brand assets. All right, let's go over to the investors relations. So I'm blocking it. Let me take me off the screen so you can see this right here. So we're going to go to investors relations, put me back on the screen and zoom in. That's good. Zoom out over here. All right. So we can see that Five Below, ticker FIVE. What just happened? Right. Trade on the NASDAQ, ticker FIVE. And the last closing price was $235.17. They went up by, this thing keep popping up. They went up by, come on now, 10.68% today, which was a $22.70 increase from the previous close. Let go and have fun. Five Below is a leading growth retailer offering trend right, extreme value, high quality products loved by the kid and the kid in all of us. We believe life is better when customers are free to let go and have fun in an amazing experience filled with unlimited possibilities, with most items priced between $1 and $5 and some extreme value items priced beyond $5. Okay, they have 4.76 billion fiscal year 2025 sales, 17% 6-year. I don't know what this means. I'll have to look that up. $6.67 fiscal year earnings per share adjusted. 1,900 plus stores. 1-year average store payback. Okay, Five Below is a unique investment opportunity. News, events, corporate responsibility, and annual reports. We need to see the stock information. So let's look at the stock right here. Stock information, stock quote and chart. So this is what we normally look at. So here's the stock information. We're going to go over to the Thinkorswim chart after this and look at this. I just want to navigate on their website to show you where you can find this at. So here's the price information, change, volume, percentage change, intraday high, 52-week high and low. And the chart that they're using down here is a line chart, and it's on the 1 month time frame, a 3-month time frame. You can change it to 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. And they give you the time frame of the dates from and to right here. So let's go back here because I'm jumping around, guys. Give me 1 second. Let's go back here. So before we look at the charts, remember, professionals trade from a computer, not a mobile device. Mobile trading apps are limited. You lose critical detail and advanced platform features on a mobile screen. So be advised, trading from your phone is usually the least effective way for managing your assets. To see every detail, use a full trading platform and watch these streams on a computer or a TV, and only use your phone as a last resort. Now let's look at the charts for ticker FIVE. Right now I have the SPY pulled up, so let me put in the symbol box FIVE. Ooh, look at that bullish candle there. So we are looking at a 1 year daily chart. So I zoomed out. So back, I'm gonna put this, we gotta look at this. So down here, there's $52.38, 52-week low. And I'm gonna go to this high. So what date was this? Let me pull up my data box. So we'll go to settings, floating data box, turn that on, and we're gonna mouse over here. So that was April 4th, 2025, that they were trading at $52.38. So if I gotta move this over. Ooh, why did it do that? It's clipped. You can barely see it. 352% gain from April 4th, 2025. Is that the right date? To today, which is March 19th, 2026. They had over a 300% gain in less than a year. It's kind of clipped. I'm covering it. You can't see it. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I looked up. Down here, this box that's popping up to the left. Let me take this off. This is a, ooh boy, tonight's a mess right now. I'm just gonna laugh. That's all I can really do. Let's do this box a different way because it's clipped over here. So let me remove this drawing. So we're gonna remove the drawing and I'm gonna do it from the opposite way. And then the data box should show up at the top instead of the bottom. And you can see it's still clipped, but I'm gonna try to move it around. All right, so when I mouse over it, you see what it did? It's still showing up on the other side of the screen. Can I move this over? I'm gonna have to change the length of this chart to be able to do this. I appreciate you guys' patience. We're gonna work through this tonight. We are going to work through it. So where is the time? Here it is. This is the time. So we need to change this customize list. We're going to change this to add time frame, a 2-year daily chart. Okay. Add, apply. So this is going to give us extra candles so we can see that floating data box. Okay. That's what I just did. So you learning that I know how to actually use this program. So when I mouse over it, now we can see it. All right. That's what I was looking for. And we don't have this ticker up on the screen. Let me put this back on the screen. And now I'm blocking it. So let me move this over. Here we go. So I'm on the screen. We got the ticker on the screen. We got everything together. I want you to see this. This is very important. So this opportunity, this in particular stock, if you had purchased it, and I got to put the floating box back because it's easier to see. On this candle that I'm mousing over right here, this candle down here. So that was April 4th, 2025. That stock was trading at a low of $52.38. And today, that stock reached a high of $237.25. So when I mouse over, I got to bring this back over because I'm blocking it with my face. When I mouse over this, a data box is going to pop up at the bottom of that line, at the bottom of that trend line. That's showing you how many days it took. So it took 348 days. That's less than a year for this stock to reach a 352%, almost a 353% return on investment. And it's opportunities like this in the stock market. So as an investor, you need to do your due diligence or a trader and learn and develop the skills to be able to take advantage of these opportunities. So just in case you still kind of lost on what I'm saying, if you invested $1,000 and you got that percentage return, that would be 3.5294. So your ROI, your return on investment from that $1,000 would have been $3,529.40 on top of the $1,000 you invested. So that's how much it would have grown to in total with this in particular company. Wow. Okay, so we looked at the charts 4 or 5 below. We looked at their website. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's go back to this, guys. I feel a little bit better. We struggling our way through it, so at least we making progress. All right, so community support. Back to the community. I would appreciate it very much if you guys share the stream, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you wish to send a monetary gift to support the content, Cash App and PayPal links are down in the description as well as on the ticker I just placed on the screen, okay? Check out the chat. Nobody's saying anything. All right, cool. So the S&P and the market close. Okay, so let's look at what the S&P 500 index did today by using the SPY ETF. So let's go there. Over here in the symbol box, we're gonna type in SPY. Now this is still a 2-year. I believe we still have it on that 2-year daily chart. Yes, so we're gonna change this back to 1-year daily chart. Zoom in and we can look at what happened today. So the SPY, which is the ETF, the S&P 500 ETF, SPDR, ticker symbol SPY, they opened today at $656.97. They had a high of $662.98. They had a low of $655.17 and closed today at $659.80, which was a trading range of $7.81. And if we scroll down here and look at the volume for today, this ETF traded 111 million shares today, which was extremely high volume when we look at the rank percentile over here. So out of 252 trading days, only 17 days had more volume than today, which put this in the 93.3% percentile for volume. So they had extremely high volume today compared to the average volume that this ETF gets on a daily basis. That's what that means. Okay, so what else can we do? I'm gonna explain this to you a little bit. Why do this keep doing this? Okay. So this ETF gives investors an opportunity to participate in the index's performance, the S&P 500 index, because you cannot invest directly into it. You have to invest in something that tracks the performance if that's what you want to participate in. Now let's look at today's winners and losers. But first, we're going to take a look at the loser so we can end the night on a high note. Biggest loser and biggest winner. So let's go over to our watch list. And we got to set this up. So I reset this today. We're going to link this to yellow. We're going to open up the S&P 500 index watch list. So that's that. And then we want to change our columns to market recap. Click percentage change. And there we are. So the biggest loser for today is FICO. Okay. And we covered FICO's website 8 days ago. So I'm able to keep up. When I told you guys, these companies that are showing up on the top and on the bottom is happening frequently. So we want to switch it up and keep it fresh when we're looking at these different websites. So I'm going to show you them. We're going to briefly visit the charts to look and see what happened with this stock instead of not looking at it all. And I'm going to draw a quick little trend line. Okay. So to do that, we're going to grab this. And from what I'm seeing, My personal opinion, let me take this floating box off because it's driving me crazy. Off. The trend line that I'm seeing is from here I want to say to there. Okay. That's the trend line I'm seeing, because every time it tests this area or comes close to it, it falls back down. So this area right here, let me zoom in. First, let's talk about the time frame. So this is 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So for about 3.5 months, this stock has been in a short-term downtrend. So when I zoom in, we can see it. So right here was the first time it broke out of this trend line that I had drew. And it fell right back below it, and it came to test it right here, and it fell again. And now it closed below the 52-week average line I have here on the chart. So they recently had a 52-week low of $1,068.67. So this stock is reaching 52-week lows. So here was the 52-week high. Here's the 52-week low. So it's closer to the 52-week low than the high. So we can see that. So we're not looking at their website. Just wanted to give you a peek at this because technically they are the biggest loser for today. But we are going to look at ticker NEM. So NEM had a NEM. That sounds funny. NEM right there. NEM had a previous close of $106.54. They closed today at $99.20 and had a 6.89% loss. So if someone invested $1,000 and got that loss of 6.89%, they would have lost $68.90. So if we negate that and add that to our $1,000 investment, we will be left with $931.10. So now let's look a little deeper at this company. I already have it selected. We're going to go over to analyze. So when we go to analyze, NEM is the ticker symbol. So ticker NEM, and they are in the materials sector. I'm going to take me off the screen so we can go to the company profile right here. So the official name of the company is Newmont Corporation. Here's their website, and the link for their website is in the link in the description. The link is in the description for your convenience. So let's read about this company right here. Newmont Corporation operates as a gold producer. It also explores for copper, silver, lead, zinc, and other metals. It has operations and or assets in the United States, Papua New Guinea, Australia, Ghana, Suriname, Argentina, Dominican Republic, Chile, Peru, Ecuador, Mexico, and Canada. The company was founded in 1916 and is headquartered in Denver, Colorado. I hope I pronounced these places right. All right, let's go to their website. Blow this up, put me back on the screen. There we go. Blow this up, zoom in. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It won't let me zoom in. Oh, you're pushing the wrong button. That'll help if you push the right button, right? All right. So Newmont, About Us is right here on the top, and investors. So we're going to browse through their website and we'll look at the bottom to see if they have this information at the bottom as well. So let's browse over their website and see what we can find out about the company. Industry leading portfolio of operations and projects. Realizing our potential, 2024 sustainability report and beyond. I can barely see this. Okay. 100 plus years of value creation through sustainable and responsible mining. Okay. Ranked top gold miner in the Dow Jones Sustainability Index for 9 consecutive years. Join our purpose-driven team. Okay, so let's browse over their website. Latest news. They got investor information right on the first page. Join the world's leading gold company. Our success is tied to the well-being, accomplishments, and development of our people. Newmont offers the opportunity to be part of a diverse workforce with operations around the globe. Our goal is to invest in and build a workforce with operations around the globe. Our goal is to invest in and build a workplace culture that allows every person to work safely, contribute to the business, demonstrate leadership, and grow. View the latest career opportunities across all offices, facilities, and sites. So you can apply right here on the job, graduate development program, graduate development program. Graduate development program. Newmont offers university students and recent graduates opportunities to gain real world experience with a global leader in responsible mining. So learn more. Okay, so let me take me off the screen so we can see, because this is blocking something. So here's the about us and investors. So they do have it at the bottom of the website as well. So let's go back to the top. I'm going to click from here. Purpose and values. Click here. Let's go there. There we go. Let me see about zooming in and zooming out. Yeah, we see, I like this. They did not zoom us out when we switched. So purpose, values, and strategy. Our purpose and values, our commitment to acting responsibly as individuals and as a business is reflected in our purpose and values, which have been developed over Newmont's 100-year history. Our purpose: to create value and improve lives through sustainable and responsible mining. Our values: safety, integrity, sustainability, inclusion, responsibility. Andy Holloman Integrity Award winners. I hope I pronounced that right. Charles Assar, Abigail Ofori, and Scott Laliberte. I told you, they be getting me. Just be trying to sound it out. Just get it. Newmont strategy. As the world's leading gold company, Newmont strategy is to create value for all shareholders and stakeholders through efforts to deliver superior operational execution, sustain a global portfolio of long life assets, lead the gold sector in profitability and responsibility. So when it comes to investing in things like this, from the research and reading that I've seen, precious metals, which is what gold would be considered, is something that you can't make. It's a limited resource. So when I was reading, or things I've seen and research I've done, investing in precious metals is like a defensive thing for your portfolio. It's to hedge against risk. When the value of the dollar drops, people invest in precious metals, from my understanding about it. And this is a company that deals with the mining of precious metals. So this would be something you would have to do your due diligence about and look into and do the research for yourself. So let's look at the investors relations information. Okay, so Newmont, ticker symbol NEM, right here, trades on the NYSE, the New York Stock Exchange. And they also are showing other things associated with the price of this precious metals. So they're showing you the gold price, upcoming events, reports, and filings. So let's find the stock price information besides what we saw up here, like more stock information, investors, new releases, filings, stock information right here. This is what we're looking for. And they didn't zoom us out again. I'm telling you, most of the time they have us zooming back in and zooming out. So this is a 3-month chart. This is a line chart from December 19, 2025 to March 19, 2026. And we can change the time frame. I'm blocking it. Let me take me off the screen real quick. We can change the 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, 1 year, or year to date. So it's going to start on January 2nd. But up here it's saying December 31st to now. Okay, so that's the stock information. Here's the New York Stock Exchange stock quote. So the ticker symbol, the price, about to say the price. That is the price change. So the price change right here, they lost $7.34 from the previous close. Here's the percentage change from the previous close. Let me put me back on the screen. Volume intraday high, 52-week high, today's open, previous close. So they're giving you those figures right there. So they do give you a nice amount of detail about the stock on their website. But let's go ahead and go over to the Thinkorswim platform. Let's go back over there, put the ticker back on the screen, and look at the charts. So they gapped down today. So we're still looking at a 1-year daily chart. So if I zoom in, it was briefly trading sideways. So I'm seeing this area right here. Let's see. Yeah, I would say this is it. Okay. So this was the trading range it was trading in for the last 1, 2, 3 months. And 2 trading days ago, it closed outside right here with this candle of that trading range. So it was trending sideways. Now it's fell out of that trading range. So now I would say it's starting a downtrend from what I'm seeing. Let's see. Yeah, this looks, I would say about here. That would be my downtrend line personally. And these just happen to pop out of it. That's what I would look at. But let's get the information for today. Let's read over that. So let's put our data box back up on the screen, floating. So right here, they opened at $96.20. They had a high of $99.79. They had a low of $95.79. And they closed today at $99.20 with a trading range of $4. And if we go down here and look at the volume, they had extreme volume today. They traded 94 million shares today of this stock. And if we go over here, we can see that only 7 days out of the 252 trading days had higher volume than today, which put them in a percentile rank of 97.2%. They had extreme volume today and they gapped down. So this is a gap. The space between this candle's high and this candle's low. They also refer to this as a window. So let me draw this box here too. So this gray area, there was no trading in this area. This was yesterday's price action and this was today's price action. So this is a window or a gap. All right. So let's go on to today's winner. We done looked at the website, we done looked at the chart. So let's flip this around. Okay, so the winner for today is ticker STX, Seagate Technologies. Okay. So they had a previous close of $406.77. And today they closed at $434.60. So and the percentage change was 6.84%. So if somebody invested $1,000 and got that 6.84%, that would be $68.40 return on top of their $1,000 investment. So this 68.4 would be their ROI. So let's go ahead and go over to find out more about the company. So we go to analyze, ticker symbol STX. They are in the information technology sector. We're going to go down to the company profile. Take me off the screen. So right here, here's their website, and the website is down in the description for your convenience. The official name of the company is Seagate Technology Holdings PLC. So let's read about it. Seagate Technology Holdings PLC engages in the provision of data storage technology and infrastructure solutions in Singapore, the United States, the Netherlands, and internationally. This is one of the first times that I wanted to say this real quick. This is one of the first times that we've read the description where the United States was not mentioned first. I just caught that. I just wanted to drop that nugget real quick. The United States, the Netherlands, and internationally. The company offers mass capacity storage products, including enterprise nearline hard disk drives, HDDs, enterprise nearline solid state drives, SSDs, enterprise nearline systems, video and image HDDs, and network attached storage drives. It also offers legacy applications comprising mission critical HDDs and SSDs, internal storage solutions under the Seagate Ultra Touch, One Touch, Expansion, and Basics product lines, as well as under the Lacey brand name. I hope I pronounced that right. Desktop drives for personal computers and workstation applications, notebook drives, traditional notebooks, convertible systems, and external storage application. I am done. I'm stopping right there. It just kept going. They put a semicolon in that boy. All right, let's go to the official website. I like this. I like the way it looked. Why is it cookie? Y'all can't see it. Let me clean this up real quick. Monitoring cam. Okay. So if I take me off the screen, you see what I'm talking about. This cookie information. Almost every website you go to, something about a cookie. Cookie. Necessary cookies only. All right. Let's zoom in. Put me back on the screen. All right. So we're going to browse over this beautiful website. Look at the top real quick. Seagate stories, resource center partners. Okay. Product solutions, innovation, support, about. So the about section. So this is where we find investors, our story, leadership team. Okay. So we know where to find that, but let's browse over their website to see what we can learn and find out about the company. FireCuda X1070 SSD, real power. It's doing that thing where it's moving while I'm trying to read it. So we got to select it. All right. Technology innovation built to scale, proven to deliver 4 terabyte per disk up to 44 terabytes per drive. Discover Mosaic. All right. FireCuda X1070 now unleashed. Real power, unreal performance. Accelerate, play, and stream like a pro with lightning fast PCIe Gen 4 speeds. And we go here. 32 terabyte across 3 powerful platforms. Learn more. IDC projects global data creation to more than double by 2029. We're keeping you ready with unprecedented capacity. Exos, Iron Wolf Pro, Skyhawk AI. All right. So featured products. These are hard drives, explore all products, gaming drives and SSDs, personal storage devices, cloud edge data. Storage at scale runs on Seagate. Every new idea creates data. Every great leap depends on storing it securely and at scale. Seagate gives the world the power to turn accelerating data into tomorrow's breakthroughs. So data creation, data workflow, storage infrastructure, data storage solutions. Okay, our latest resources. So the report, data architecture, case study, white paper. Okay, so they do hard drives. That wasn't hard to figure out. All right, so down here at the bottom, they also have the investors information and the Seagate culture, life at Seagate, our story. So we're just going to use the bottom of the screen. Let's just go to our story and learn more about the company through that. Come on, white screen. All right, our story, Seagate Stories, Infinite Potential. Watch video. Nope. Links down in the description. You want to watch that video. We live in an age of unprecedented creation, driven by advancements in computational power, cloud infrastructure, and developer tools. A technological revolution is altering the course of culture, society, experiences, and a way of life. At the heart of, oh my goodness, at the heart of it all is data. Data that is not merely consumed by the applications that run on it, but also created by them. I like that photo. We were founded on the powerful belief that data holds infinite potential. For more than 4 decades, this belief has guided our innovations and partnerships, enabling some of humanity's most significant technological advancements. As the world's leading producer of storage, Seagate has delivered more than 4 zettabytes, I ain't never heard of that word, of capacity spanning the cloud, the edge, and endpoint devices. And we're just getting started. More than just a hard drive. Hard drives are the unassuming backbone of the world's digital infrastructure. Seagate hard drives contain some of the most advanced nanoscale technology in the world, driving unprecedented real densities. Watch video. Here's another video. So link down in the description to their website for your convenience. You can watch it from there. Storage is the backbone of trustworthy AI. To ensure models and applications act as expected, data scientists must preserve data at scale, which means storage must be manufactured at scale, economically, sustainably, efficiently, and without limits. All right, this is a lot to read, so we'll be reading all day. So the link down in the description for you to do this on your own time. Let's go to the investors' information. I think they zoomed us out a little bit, y'all. They got us. Let's zoom back in. Yep, they zoomed us out. Okay. So investors relations, STX Seagate trades on the NASDAQ exchange. Closing price $434.60. It had a $27.83 price change increase today. And the percentage change was 6.84%. Volume, 4.1 million shares were traded today. Okay, investors events, latest results, recent news. Okay, we are looking for the stock information. Like we want to find the charts. Here it is, stock information, stock data. And they pay dividends, if I'm not mistaken. Just caught that real quick. So stock quote, the price, the change, today's open, intraday high, 52-week high, $459.84. The volume change, percentage change, previous close, intraday low, and the 52-week low. All right, here's the stock chart. Okay, they have a black one. Okay, so 1 month, 3 months, 6 month, year to date, and full year. Year to date usually starts off, it's going to say January 2nd, but if you go up here, it's going to say December 31st, 2025. Historical stock quote and investment calculator. Link down in the description for their website if you want to check this out on your own time. So let's go over to the Thinkorswim platform so we can review or look over what happened with them on the charts, okay? Put the ticker back on the screen. Here we are. So yeah, they're hitting some highs right here. Take this floating data box off. We're looking at a 1-year daily chart. I'm gonna quickly do some support. What I see. So I'm gonna say the support is here. Resistance would be, I would say here. So that's what I'm getting from mine. Just me eyeballing that. This is the support. This is the resistance. And it's trading above the 9 simple moving average as well as the 200 simple moving average. That's what these lines are. The green one is the 9. The white is the 200. And this pattern right here is a bullish engulfing pattern because this whole green candle engulfs the previous candle. So this is a bullish engulfing candle pattern. And this was after this downtrend right here, this short-term downtrend. And then it showed you that pattern. And now it's in a short-term recovery, but it's trading within that range. So if I would say the temporary trend right now, it's on an overall long-term uptrend. So we're looking at this. This is the wrong, I'm using the wrong tool. So from right here, if I did it like this, this is showing us that it's on a long-term uptrend. Okay. At least longer than this trend we're looking at now. So this trend is only 2 months. So it's trending sideways. But over this period of time, it's on a uptrend. That's what I'm getting from my technical analysis, just glancing over it. Okay. So let's read, put the data, floating data box back on the screen and read the information for today. Mouse over it. Let's zoom in. This candle right here. So it opened at $396.40. They had a high of $437.46. They had a low of $388.37. They closed today at $434.60 with a trading range of $49.09. The trading volume, which we read on their website, is right here. So that's that 4.1 million shares traded today with their stock, which is in the 63.5% ranked percentile over here on this label. So 92 days out of the 252 trading days had more volume than today. That's what puts them in this ranked percentile. All right, guys, we got the show done. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. You already know. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you earned something. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you check out the whole life insurance link I have down in the description. And make sure you tune in weekdays following a market trading session at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow night's live stream is scheduled for you to click to be notified. Take care and God bless.